Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to use EDMODO. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to sign up. So you go to edmodo.com, then you access this page, and we're going to click here on sign up. On sign up, we're going to do teacher account. Select location, we're going to do Costa Rica. Here, we're going to click on next. Then we're going to sign up with Google. In this case, we're going to start with an email that you haven't used before. So I recommend using an email you've never used before, a brand new one. But if you're already using one with Alcanza, you can use that one. All right, so once you select that one, you'll have access to your new EDMODO account. It says success, email has been verified. Next. All right, so complete your profile. You could do a title if you want, and your first and last name. So we're gonna do Oscar Mora, and you normally just say teacher Oscar Mora or Mr. Mora or whatever you guys want. So let's say teacher Oscar Mora or Mr. Mora. And here it is. Sometimes they're gonna send you an email EDMODO. So if they sent you an email, check the spam folder because sometimes they send it there. But if they sent you the email, you just have to verify the email. In this case, it didn't send it to me because I signed up through Google. So it was directly through Google. Once you have access to it, you will have get started with EDMODO and you have create a class. You also have the option right here. Now, before you create a class, take a look. You can share your thoughts with other teachers. You can take a look at what's going on EDMODO. It also has, discover option. So you can discover educational resources, activities, apps, and games here that you can use. And you could also go home. You can see your profile. So here you can change a photo if you want to upload a photo. At your school, you can add your bio, stuff that you want to share here. If you have social media, so tell about yourself. Now, once you have all those things, if you want to do it, right, it's optional. You can create a class. Now, let's say that you have G1, Insights 3, Alcanza. Sometimes I write, the time, 8 to 11 a.m. Then you describe your class. This class will take place Saturdays from 8 to 11. This is your schedule, and you can write the schedule there with the recess if you want. This level aims at, and you can write objectives if you want. You can complete these spaces, higher education, adult education, language arts. You can do ESL or English, and you can change the color. All right, then you create a class. There you go, that's your class. Now you can add your students right here. I recommend not creating the accounts ahead of time. I recommend invite, and you send them this code, okay? You can download it as a PDF, or last resource, I would invite them by email. Sometimes they have trouble, so you can just type their emails here and they'll receive an email. All they have to do is access it. So you can do this, ask them for their email address, send the email. If they still didn't get it, you share the PDF that has the class code. So once they access, they will show up in members. You can also add other teachers if you want. This is something that we're going to be asking you. For teachers, it's important that you guys add me, you know, or Lawrence, okay? But we're gonna tell you when you have to do this step. For now, just add your students, okay? You can also upload folders with materials from here. And you can go to post, which is your post. So right here, it says get started, send class updates, assignments, quizzes, and more. Start building your digital classroom community. Here are some things to try. Create a class, add students in a welcome post, create a send assignment, create a send quiz, set your class's agenda. So in the agenda, you can, this is really, really helpful if you want to create an agenda with expectations, tasks, the inline classwork, other files with your class. You can schedule the agenda for how long. This is very, very useful, but it's optional, of course. So let's take a look at Edmodo. This is the class. Make sure that this is not locked. If it's locked, unlock it so that students have access to it. You can add a class image, which is very helpful to make it personalized. And you can create the agenda, as I told you. Assignments, which you can save and then load them later, and quizzes. So let's take a look at assignments. Now, once you create the class, you can create an assignment, okay? And you click new. What I do is I write homework. Remember, we don't say homeworks, we say homework or assignments, right? Homework, page 110 and 111. And I do like this workbook. Okay, then I write here, for this homework, you will review blah, blah, blah. Please upload your homework pictures here. Or Word document. Some students do it through a Word document. Okay, you can upload the homework and attach the file if they don't have the homework, yet. If you want additional homework with a video or something, you can add it there. And if you already have the homework saved, you can add it from the library. Then you click assign, and you can assign it the due date that you want. Let's say Saturday, 23rd. Okay, assign. And this is how the homework shows. Okay, it will tell you the submissions, how many people submitted it. In this case, we still don't have people, but it will tell you who turned it in. They'll tell you who didn't turn it in, which ones you're graded, and everything. Here you can request resubmission if they didn't do it, and it gives you an average graded score. Okay, so homework is one of the most important tools for this platform, so that you can have a record of all the homework. You can have the grades. Once you have the grades, it will go automatically to here, classes. Progress is where you're gonna see the progress. Here, you guys are gonna be able to see the names of the students. There's homework page 110, okay? And you can have a record of all the assignments in one place, okay? So you can have quizzes, exams, everything will be here. And then at the end of the course, you guys don't have to have your own Excel and write it manually. You can just go here and export. So once you export, you're gonna have an Excel document with all the data. So that's very easy, you don't really have to do everything. Edmodo does the job for you, okay? In assignments, I also do the test. So remember that the test, we have Google Forms for tests, but you could also create it as an assignment, write, the code, and write the link, excuse me, and then you have access to that as well. So this is how you create it. I'm going to show you one with real classes. Okay, so let me access my actual Edmodo. So once you have your classes, remember you check them here. So let's say that I'm going to use, I don't know, this class over here. Okay, so I'm going to be using this one. Okay, let's see. Yes, so this one, I have this class. It's already active. I'm already using it. I already have all the students. You can also connect parents. Okay, if they're minors and you want parents to have control, or if the parent asks for control, you can add other teachers. And then, as I told you, there's homework, right? So this student submitted homework, Dylan. So you can enter the grade and they will automatically go to the progress, where, you know, make sure that you have the right class. And so you can see the names of the students. Oops. Sorry, 1 second. And you can see their, you know, the average, right? Here, you guys can download and export, and it says, it gives you all the grades, okay? So that's how it would look like. But let's go back to the class. So these are the posts. Something that is important that you guys do. If you want a student to watch something before class, you can post it here. It looks like a Facebook. So you can post, guys, please watch this video, and post it there. After every class, I give them a little recap of the class, a little summary. So it will look like something like this: English session, Friday, blah, blah, blah. Today's session breakdown. So it says the activities, listening, the phrases. Thank you for the class. Materials and annotations have been attached to the post. So you can see the pictures that I took with the different observations that I took from Zoom, right? You know, not only that, you guys can also see the documents attached. So they have the PowerPoint presentation that they can access, the PDFs, okay? They have a presentation coming, so the presentation, you can create it as an assignment as well, and you can mark it as a presentation. So they have the instructions here. You know, the attendance is also something that I use here. So it's very helpful for me. Sometimes we take a lot of time with attendance. So I recommend, this is only a recommendation, to make students do it for you. Educate them so that they go directly to Edmodo and they can mark their attendance before joining class, right? So attendance, Saturday, April 2nd, right? P for present, J for justified. You can create your own way. Absence, just for absence, and A for absence. This is mandatory. So students, you know, they have to go here and P, and then I just transfer this information to the Excel. Like I do it manually later, but I'm not taking 15, 20 minutes calling the roll, you know, because I think in this case, it's important for them to make it a habit, have Edmodo open before class, and mark their attendance, okay? So that's something that I do a lot. In this case, you know, they will have like additional activities for them to start, you know, at the time that they want. They have optional homework, they have the video. Sometimes the video will show here, but you can also watch it on YouTube. You know, so all the information will be here for them. You know, there's a video here, for example, so they can watch the video. So yeah, make it like a habit, you know. This is a welcome message, you know, today's a fabulous day. This is what we're gonna be doing, okay? And sometimes, as I told you, they can watch.
Hi, in today's lesson, we're going to learn about reflexive pronouns, what they are, and how to use them.
They can watch it through here, okay? I also want to show you how it looks for the students real quick. All right, so now this is how it looks as a student. So when you access it, it's going to say the upcoming. So it says that I have homework due. Open the assignment. It's going to say what class, right? So this is my class. I see it like this as a student. So the teacher marked this as, you know, something important, or the last class. I have access to the documents, the pictures, homework. So open homework. This is what it looks to me. And so in this, students can create a text response, Word document. They can do it through here, PowerPoint presentation, Excel. They can attach as well. Okay, which this is what they're supposed to do, attach the pictures. It says a due date. It says, you know, what you're supposed to do. So they have that, you know, they pretty much have access to everything. Presentation, so it's kind of the same, right? They have to upload the presentation here. They have these documents. They have like the information here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much how students see it. You know, they have links to practice, you know, other activities. So we use like live worksheets. It says if it's late. Okay, so it has all these information. Another thing that they can see is their progress. So they can see the classes that they have and the progress. They will see, oh, wow, I have 100%. And they have, well, in this case, it's not graded because it's a fake account, but they will have the grades next to it. So they'll have the grades, they'll know the, you know, how much they have in total. They see the badges, the grading period, and that's how they get to see it. They can also discover things. They can go home. They can check on classes. They have their calendar, you know, with whatever assignments they had. They can download it on their phones, the application, and it's called EDMODO, and then they have access on their phones, so it's easier. They also have messages if they want to message teachers, or the teacher sends a message. So they have messages through here. Okay. But yeah, I think using EDMODO is just going to make your job easier. Okay. There's an optional video that I created before class. Today, we're going to study could, may, and might for probability. Let's dig in. Where's Michael? That would be our main question. Where's Michael? If you're less certain about your answer, you are going to use might. Oh, that one tonight. Okay, so we have a video there, and etc., etc. Okay, so use EDMODO. It's a tool that is going to help you have more control over your students, more control over your materials. It will give us visibility of your job. You know, you will have there all the records that you need to have a successful class. And yeah, with much more organization. So if you guys have questions about how to use EDMODO, please let me know. And I think it's very, very helpful. So I recommend you guys use it. If you have questions, let us know. Tell us your experience with EDMODO. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.